Yeah. Chilala. I was fast asleep. But I woke up just about 20 minutes ago and I said, no ways. Even if it's not 20 hours or I'm so late, I will just go ahead and do the program, because I think it is important that we address this issue of PF. It is very important. Basically, for me, what I do, I come here and give you what I think is true. I come here and give you what I think is true, so that I prepare your minds. You decide on, which course of direction you take, instead of living in falsehoods. That's all I do. You may not like me for it. You may be upset with me. You may call me names, whatever. But I give you the reality as it is. And it doesn't matter which side. Though, of course, apa, ne support the president haka inde ichilema. But I want to give you as much as I can, the reality of things. And tonight, the reality is that PF will not be on the ballot in 2026. Those of you who are living in that illusion, you have your own selves to blame. Because this is something that is eminent. Makamaka iwe kanankane iwe. Kasia. Sia dia. Sia dia. Mwachele kankwebe. PF is not going to be on the ballot. You will come and tell me PF is not going to be on the ballot. Tayakavepo. It's the same thing like issue yakwa Makebizulu. Makebizulu will not be on the ballot. He will not be on the ballot. I am a politics to chita. Ma politics. Ma politics. I'm a politics. I'm a politics. Mingalato. Parave mingalato. So PF will not be there. Siya nangulande shani. Nangulande shani nanguka teshani mwaichawandi. Nanguka teshani. PF is not going to be on the ballot. It is just not possible. From many angles. Get used to it. Move on and live with it. Let me tell you, I'm saying from many angles. But before I do that, let me clear this nonsense of, some people keep sending me messages. No, Edgar Lungu Shika. Secretly, there is this guy that went live, Achiwa Moto Kakatushinga Ninani, and he was talking about it. I mean, Imamwevantu, what you have to understand is that ukushiko muntu, barring a person, it's not easy. It is not easy, ukushiko muntu. It is not easy. Please, sometimes just sit by yourselves and think about these realities. I don't know why you like creating stories on Edgar Lungu. No, bali mushuta, no, shani, tafwa, no, bali shika. I mean, you create so many stories around the issue of Edgar Lungu. Nishmwa kwa tiantu anikane so, amano ya katushinga ni mano nshaya. You just like amano ya mula kuchita creative into. Edgar Lungu teti bashike. Teti bamushike. Teti bamushike Edgar Lungu. Teti bamushike. They can't bury. That is a body of a former head of state. All the eyes, they are on that body. And there are people, a number of people that are involved. The mortuary where they are keeping that body, They are involved. The government is involved. So please, some of these questions that you put before me, ndo mfano gunangani ukwasuka. No, Edgalungu badishika. I mean, muna umfira ulia ntuanika na ulia katushinga ngafumine kuiside, whatever, people are sending me links. And please stop sending me my links. I'm not interested in my links. Don't send me links. Please don't send me links. I'm not interested. Don't send me to my articles. Mwatola ka article mwantumina. Ina njikala pa social media. I check what is happening. And then I've got people that are like part of my media team. Of course, it is not as strong as, as before, But I've got people who are like my eyes. They tell me what is happening in the country. My trusted people. My own intelligence. I've got my own intelligence. Don't recruit yourself to be part of my intelligence. Don't recruit yourselves to be part of my intelligence, when I've not recruited you. I'm not interested. Someone was even upset. Hey, but how are you going to be a president when you are segregating and whatever you are choosing? Corruption, because you want to become president, you should tolerate any nonsense. That psychological corruption, corrupting people or politicians. No, because you want to be a politician, then you should put up with whatever nonsense. Don't think that I relate with anyone on the basis that because I want him, to vote for me or to make me president. Nshabamo. I'm not that politician. I'm not that desperate politician that will put up with nonsense just for ama votes. Kuti wawa president wenu. Kuti wawa. I'm not a desperate guy. So that nonsense, muleke, don't bring it to me. But you want to become president. Hey, those are your problems. Me, I'm living my life. I'm living today. I don't know what will happen tomorrow. I live today. Tomorrow, I don't know what will happen. I may not even be there. If God chooses, if God has chosen me, I will reach there. I will become president. And I will become president because that is a purpose. That is the will of God. Imwebe nimweba nkana. Techuma president. Nimweba mkalamvote no kumvote. Umupashi wako wale sanga waisa isamofye. Muri Muzambia, muri wonsefe waisa isamofye atiyo ni tayari aleva president. Nishta ya kwa tayari. Imwebe nimweba nkana. You will be my staunch supporters. Including Precious. She will be there. Making the noise. Nitari. Not if you panga pali wa makebizuru. Wa makebizuru tawakabepa Ballot. Because wa makebizuru tabaroresha kulilesa. Baroresha palive na veni. You see, that's a difference between me and Makebizuru. Makebizuru looks at himself that he is capable and he can do it. He can be president. That is why he does all these manipulations. Ashech tumbyuko, aisa mkula campaigner, whatever. Ngachako wati, lesa takusadile. The things that you do, feel our absurd. Feel our bezek. What's going on, Mundi? What's going on? You can't see. Ngachako wati, fifumine kulilesa. Tafumine kulilesa. But ndafumile kulilesa ifi inefie muntu wandi ifi inefie filafi ine chadi kuli Edgalungu Africa na nokufika nawe ine inshile fwaya but bamukonka abantu awe guys kotaisa no but mpaka he became president Efo bwa bukateka. So in bukateka, it's a big thing. It's a big thing. When God says, now it's your time, even your enemies, even in 2021, I campaigned for Hakainde Ichilema because it was his time. So I don't lose sleep about becoming president. I'm not that unbridled in terms of my presidential ambitions. So don't corrupt me with the issue of don't corrupt me like that. Not me. Corrupt not in. So that's saying PF is not going to be on the ballot, and it's not going to be on the ballot from a different from different perspectives. Number one, this problem was created by Mao Sampa. Mao Sampa started this problem within PF. Before you even talk about, because mulabutukila kuleta mo UPND na Hakainde Ichilema muri lidiashi. You always rush to go kudi Hakainde Ichilema, to talk about Hakainde Ichilema, to talk about UPND. But you fail to see the reality as it is. The genesis of this problem. It's two people differing. Mao Sampa and Given Lubinda. These two people differing. Of course, there was a delay. Edgar Lungu was playing in Mingala Toshakwe. He didn't want, PF to go for the convention. Edgar Lungu was holding on. He was holding on to PF. He didn't want the PF to go to convention. And he put Given Lubinda as a proxy to run PF. He put Given Lubinda to run as a proxy as PF. But Edgar Lungu didn't want to let go of PF. But somehow the PF members lived with that until Mao Sampa na Given Lubinda vapusana. Mao Sampa suspended. Epo fiapene parapeni. Mao Sampa azanda staged a fake convention. He staged a fake convention. If you are talking about absurd things, if you are talking about Wukuruku, if you are talking about Mingarato, Mao Sampa is the one that started. He even called himself Mbappe. Ba Mao Sampa mwale yumfwa imwe. Mwale yumfwa. Mbappe. Bale milumba. Nimoba Mbappe. Mwasenda PF. Mwabanyonga wa Edgar Lungu. Mwabanyonga. Mwabashapa papa bwelu. Mwabashapa mabwe ba Edgar Lungu. Imwe ba Mao Sampa. Nimwe mwatampire liliashi. Ngani echechu wa mitumine mukatwe batiyo, ni echechu wa mtumine phone, alisa mtumina phone atiwe Mao Sampa, chitefi. But up to today, tamuala ndapu liliashi. So, abaleta mu echechi, ine balampapusha. Mulandabuisha, bad kind. Because that issue, ni mwa tampire ba Mbappe. Mwale yumfwa. Mbappe. Na manyunya. Mwale panga ma press conference imwe. Mwale ponta wa Mao Sampa. Mwale ponta. Ni mwa tampire liliashi. Ngapari waona ula PF ni wewe Mao Sampa. Mao Sampa ni wewe waona ula PF. Mwila wepesha na wako wepesha wanani. Ni wewe waona ula PF. So, the first thing is that PF started, the rot started within itself. Epo ya shupida. PF, the rot started within itself. Emo yatampire, mukati, yatampire okuwola. within itself, before others came in, ukubola yatampire mukati. Parapene and ulubola niba Edgar Lungu. Nopo balele, mumocha libalele. Tawala bashika, mumocha libalele. Va Edgar Lungu. Eva ingisho olubola mu PF by the fact that he held on to PF. If Edgar Lungu had released PF, yaya ku convention, basana no muntu. Nangwabene ba Lungu, if he was courageous, if he had come out and said, I am the president of PF and I am going to run the party, it would have been okay. But Balungu walikatile PF, wabika na chifu wa tikisho, Given Lubinda, chief wa tikisho fie. He's a proxy. He's a proxy of Edgar Lungu. Even Nopo Valele Mchitumbi, even up to today, Given Lubinda, when he calls himself president, he's just a proxy of Chitumbi now. Balungu walifwa, Chitumbi tuwa shalanacho, but Given Lubinda walishala. When you see Given Lubinda, aleva no tuishika, tekweva yo, ni family, yo, ni nanikane, Given Lubinda now, ala ichita protect. As long as Takuli PF convention, Given Lubinda remains president. Ngakuwa PF convention, Given Lubinda is gone. So, these are the issues. Number one, yatampira mukati ukuvola. Kuvola kwa tampira mukati. So, chintuka chatampo kuvola, chambo kuvola mukati. How are you going to save it? Before you even talk about mwebe nefye PF yambiro kuvola, yatampiro kuvola mukati. Uluvola, it was selfishness. Selfishness Balungu, selfishness Given Lubinda. And because of that, Mao Sampa pena asenda PF. Apokolola PF. So even Palapene, if you go back, let's imagine we go back. It even just at that moment, PF was weak. Even before whatever, it was weak because it was divided. Because there was this greed in PF. So number one, number bapokolole chipani. After bapokolole chipani, bashitwala kulingona. Kulingona kulenako fiapena. Mao Sampa. Ukutemo rupia. Vamona, Mao Sampa thought that actually when he runs with PF and he does whatever he was doing, he thought that money will come. He thought that money will come. He thought that UPND will bankroll him. But UPND doesn't bankroll anyone. Imamweva sabaida, mweva monati, mweva landa pandalama, nimpia, ndemi chinka. UPND doesn't bankroll anyone. UPND doesn't bankroll anyone. Because na inanga na divako bankrolled. Nomba pana na ine, shirikita. If UPND was bankrolling me, I would have even moved to an African country. I would have even moved to South Africa. Yeah, if UPND was bankrolling me, I would have moved to South Africa. Because at least in South Africa, we are within the same, time zone. Not here, what in there, 03, 0201, that's why I'm here. So, UPND doesn't bankroll anyone. So, that's why Mao Sampa was frustrated. And went back to Balungu. And from what we have been told, Mao Sampa wanted money. And Balungu, in speaking to him, Balungu said it, telling me, how can I, pay for my own betrayal? How can I pay for my own betrayal? Actually, he used the word reward. How can I reward a person after betraying me. He refused. He refused to give him money. But meanwhile, Ngona was upset. Uyu given Luvinda uyu mao Sampa amo kulanda na vena Antoine Kanefuti na valungu wote washire. Ngona looked at it to say, if PF goes back to Valungu, ine bushani bu secretary general ni shibwapwa. Kanan kaneka agaka Antoine kaneka akati kanani yaka. Agaka ka MP yaka. Agaka MP ka chave yaka. Agakena aka chave national ya chave chavinga. Ka chavinga nako ni shwali kapela bunani kane leader of opposition. Kanaisha na moto ka GRZ. Kali kwatana office pananikani pa parliament. Kaingirira moma. Uyu maozi yambo kutea. Wala pokorola mo chira chi GX. Kensha GX kala ka muntu kala. Kensha GX ya uteko. GRZ. Na fiyo kale poka. Na chi office kali kwata. Mpana nikani pa parliament. Kaingirira mo Ebefi ingayaya kwekera kuvena kuri Valungu kunishi ine pafita. Ndiye niyewa ama real issues. Not if musawaira. Ngona aingirira mo uyu maozi alea kuri Valungu. Ngabahufu wanakulia ngabawekesha ngabasenda PF. Nishine bu secretary general bwapwa. Kachavinga na kokemele ma ine pano nishi GRX, GZ, GX nishiva poka. Na chi office nishiva poka. Those are the motivations of those two. Not if musawaida. Bebele kuisa, iwe ngona. Itie tumutamfye mouse. Efu ba mutamfishe mouse ngefi batamfye chanda. Peter chanda. Efu ba mutamfishe mouse. After ba mutamfye mouse now, bashala vika. So baya ngona, mogani ngona. Nakachavinga. Those ke chwale kiko kuli PF. Mwila iwe panoko iwe pefimusawa ilati. Yo shanchani te tivale keko, tawakale keko. Ngona na chavinga. They will prolong this as far as they can go. Because Morgan ngona, he now feels good to say, hey, I am the secretary general. Kachavinga nako is enjoying driving GX. Iya uteko na GRZ na ilembwa pokwati ni minister. Na fuel kalepoka. Na allowance kalepoka. Those are the motivations. They are the true motivations why these guys cannot let go of PF. Those are the reasons why these guys fight so hard to hold on to PF. Those are the reasons. So, you see, first of all, it's the selfishness of Mao Sampa. Vumbape. First of all, it's the selfishness of Edgar Lungu. Na Given Luvinda. Okay? Given Luvinda never wanted for a convention. Up to today, Given Luvinda, tough for a convention. Up to today, Given Luvinda, tough for a convention. I don't know, because the convention, Nish Given Luvinda, one game. The day there will be a convention, Given Luvinda, Kafumamu game. Given Luvinda will not retain PF presidency. He knows that. So, he has to hold on. Alon Fabuino, Filafini. Ichitumbi tetiwa shike. Because Ichitumbi, should actually legitimize the nonsense that is going on. That is going on. Kwa ingira pomba na mamake bizuru. Fia pena. Abe nefe veka. Next, inina nikane, moga ningona na chavinga. That is another aspect. These two cannot let go. Before you even bring in PF and what, UPND, no, just these guys. They can't. And remember, from there, how do they hold this? How do they hold this? From there, anyway, the other aspect is the division that is there now. Is a division that is in PF. PF now is divided, completely divided. Yali pena. Some of these court cases, avena mundu mubaba. Some of these cases, avena mundu vile emubaba, avena mtoto kafua emubaba, avena kampiongo mubaba. But where are these people? Where are these people? So, from the perspective of who really, even if Fidana Chimpela example, I gave an analogy of a TV, Kawala Aiwa TV. Elo ayai baba kashivako, ninjiba TV. They have a quarrel, baba kashivaya. The wife leaves home and goes with a TV. The husband reports to the police to say, my TV has been stolen by my wife. The police investigates, they find that actually even the husband also stole the TV. Now, if they have to give back that TV, who do they give? Do they give Kurikawalala? Do they give it to Mao Sampa? Or do they give it to the original owners? Now, the original owners, you see? The original owners, where the TV was stolen from. Umuine wanganda alifwa, and bachili wale tintanata wala shika. Meanwhile, na wabeneta kuli convention, so nida tai shirika wino, because nangumulande shani. Mulande shani, because some of you feel like given Winda is a legitimate PF bona fide. No, he's not. He's not. He's not. Though at least anyway he's closer because he was appointed by Edgar Lungu. But he was just appointed. He was not elected. Given Winda was not elected. He was not elected. And they have refused to go for a convention. They have refused. If they had, when Lungu died, if they had conducted a convention and elected a leader, it would have been better. But given Winda also is questionable. Given Winda is questionable. Given Winda is president based on what? On appointment. PF constitution doesn't allow given Winda to be president. It doesn't. It doesn't. Ali Peter is obsolete because by quite specific time that they should have a convention and they choose a president. But so far, given Winda, he's also not president. So Ngamulelandati, number, Baka Pokola, using the analogy, the police I'm talking about, it's the registrar of societies. Because registrar of societies, they are the ones that recognizes who are the legitimate office bearers of a political party. So at the moment, if you bring in the registrar of societies, forget about Mingala to Shamuma politics, forget about whatever. At the moment, who does the registrar of society recognize? Eh? But the PF has been, we have lost it, they have, Mona has lost it, so it has returned back to us, who? Even we woke up wala alaiwe. Why you let a PF? Mao Sampa leave a PF. So today, if you say, hey, not winner, you think a registrar of society can give you a paper PF? Eh? You think registrar of society can give you a paper PF? Eh? They can't. Niwe woka wala la iwe. Mao Sampa niwe woka wala la wa PF. Niwe wa ibile PF. PF ulanda pati PF. Niwe chika wala la. Niwe chika wala la cha political party. These members of PF ngapali wa mufiro kupata. Umuntu wa mufiro kupata. Umuntu wa mufiro kusonkole minwe. Ni Mao Sampa. Chi Mao Sampa cha ibile PF. Cha tampile cha upuwa fyonsefi. Ni chika wala la. Echa ona ula PF chi Mao Sampa. Tacha kwa Nelson. Ukula isa pa social media. Ukula chita complain. Kiri ama koti vale chewa. Ama koti vale chewa. Vale chewa fishinwa chika wala la iwe. Niwo chika wala niwo ibile PF. Niwo alete nturu Mundi yonse. Niwo alete nturu Mundi fishu lelanda. Ma PF na iwela. Wa icha kuiba. Registrar of societies cannot give Mao Sampa to say, okay, na tuweke nomba papena. But no. Because waibirefye. Number okay waibirefye. Okay, kaishem tutwale kuri ba legitimate yabe. Ba legitimate yabe ne ba president ni balungu balifwa. Mwana pele chitumbi. Ni wana ni mwana pela because ngati mwakano kupela mao Sampa. Number okay cheni tupele ba PF wabe. Ba PF mwana sanga ni balungu. Hawe ni mao Sampa. Ama court documents. Ama litigations ya PF. Avena Mundi vile mubaba banani. Mubaba. So, when you go at that level, there is no way you are going to exclude people like Mundi, people like Kampiongo, people like Mutotokafwaya. There is no way you are going to exclude them. Those, remember, ama 200 pini, bonse na wiwine mwambomo baba. So all pela PF ni nani? Given Lubinda is not legitimate. If they had elected a leader, ngabali ya convention, basa la leader, tungala sontach uyu, wafilo kupelo, legitimate. At the moment, bonse ma illegal. Babe ama illegal. They are also not together. They have divided. They are divided. So wale pera PF ni nani? Iweka nani kaneka chiranda pati Kasia dia. Iwe wala pera PF ni nani? Nani wala pera PF? Ama structures ya PF ya mbina ya kuli Mundu vile. Ya mbina ya kuli malukula. Ya mbina given Lubinde. Wala pera ni nani? Those are the complexities. Reality complex. Issues surrounding PF. Real issues surrounding PF. Ukaba pamna nikane ngamwaya ku register of societies. Nopo wikere. We ulewa chiyo PF ikawa ballot na kuipusha. Ngamwaya ku register of societies. Mwafumiapo ngona, mwafumiapo chavinga, mwafumiapo wiwine kabwala la mao Sampa. Mwala vikapo ni nani? Mwala vikapo ateti galungu mchitumbi chakwe. Does that make sense? Okay, no, let's go to the presidential candidate. Mwala vikapo mao Sampa kumulewa tio mao Sampa is no longer PF. Yani kama it can't happen. PF is not. It is in a mess. And if you send them here, na UPND taira isamu. Fiali sasa. Who is going to resolve PF? Not even the courts. The courts cannot help you. Because at one point, okay, nangufe mwafipanga. Imila ndishakwa what is this? Mao's mwashipwisha. If you say, okay, number 10 to say discuss number PF as it were before Mao Sampa. Mwala what a problem. The problem that you have is that Lungu is dead. You need a replacement. And that replacement, you find that some of the people that you are saying who are part of the litigation, they are no longer part of PF. So who is a legitimate? Oh, given Lubinda, you are not the president. Tawali pile kuna 200 pinio. Tawali pile kuna 200 pinio. So fiala washani, how will anyone nangufeni move nefyopo wikedi? Each one of you who are supporting PF, I want to ask you, with this scenario, mule pera ni nani? Mule pera ni nani? Who are you going to give? Nangufeni koti. Think of it, you are the judge. Who are you going to give? Who are you going to give? You remove one Mao Sampa shan. You mwabasha wabashala. Abo wunsa wabasha. They are part of it. No, this one, no, Mundi, no, we have expelled him. Kampiongo, no, we have expelled him. Mutotokafwa, we have expelled him. Who has expelled him? What about you who is saying you have expelled him? Who are you? Where did you get the legitimacy? Tetifi Wombe. So, Chavinga, Nantwanikane, they have now gone apart, they have appealed. Because what you have to understand, ama cases ya PF, there are a number of them, you know. Avena Mundi, they've also challenged. Mao Sampa challenged. Chavinga challenged. Now, Apavena Chavinga, they have gone to the Supreme Court. They have appealed. What does that appeal mean? What that appeal means that it stays anything. There is nothing that can still be done. That Mbappe, tapari of Wengachita. Tapari of Wengachita. That is the situation that we have Kuriva Lungu. Kuriva Lungu, the court ruled that no, the body should go to Zambia. The body should go to Zambia. But the family, Marukula, they have appealed. And because they have appealed, the body has not been able to come to Zambia. It is the same thing with PF. PF, at the moment, is still embroidered in litigations. There is nothing that you can do. Nothing can do anything with PF. They can't go for that convention because somebody was saying, now they can go for a convention. They can't. They can't participate in an election because who is participating in an election? Who? Chavinga is Kumakot. Ntwanikane Mao Sampa Mukot. Avena Munduide, those, you know, those are people that he paid money. Mumakot. So who is going to run PF in the elections? Who? Tetfuchitike. And appeal ya ingile mairo. Katinga ya ingile mairo nganilero. Appeal will not finish anytime soon. Appeal will not finish anytime soon. Never Smumba. Never Smumba started ama cases yavo during the time of PF. During the time of PF, and I think naka tampirama issues niyaka kereka nankana kaka andareki. My politics. My politics ya chavi. Ya tampire kapshinga 2012. I think in 2012. Ama issues yaba UPND, yaba MMD. Yapuire, I think in the last year. Ero yapuire. Ama issues yaba UPND yapuire last year. From 2012, yaisha apua mu 2025. Pendeni miaka nishinga. How many years? How many years? So, if you think that there is anything that can be done with PF, it's not possible. It's not possible. Ya ingire ama pepara ya appeal ya ingire katishinga ni yesterday nga ni lero. Ero mule ingira mwanti yakapwa mu August. Ina zika mu August. Ina state ilipo mu August. And you know, some people are saying no. You know, Chavin Mona has asked the court to stay. You know, to stay the judgment, whereby it goes back to PF, and they are wondering, maybe she will not accept. Maybe the appeal will not be accepted. Kuisoko, which judge is going to help a political party? No. That judge will not be able to say, yo, send the mouse 30. Definitely, a stay will be given. And that appeal will not be denied. That appeal will go on. After all, she wrote, you have a right to appeal. Just that statement to say you have a right to appeal stays everything. Stays everything. So that PF is done. Elo fika pamuna nikane mu Supreme Court katuishi mwaka nshi fika pa mu Supreme Court. Na next year ikesa that case will still be there. So once mwewa resa vaila thinking that, yo, PF, ikabapa ballot, mule ibe pafye. Wake up. And in all these things that I've told you, I haven't even brought UPND because it's not even necessary. It's not even necessary. UPND is just reaping out of the confusion that has happened in PF. UPND is reaping. Of course, the crumbling of PF has strengthened UPND. Has strengthened UPND. The crumbling of PF has strengthened UPND. PF was the strongest opposition political party. If PF was intact, UPND would have had an opposition. But since PF yali bali pula nomba kuli kusunako yasunako bamundu bile bali senda kwe chabo banani kane nabo bamakepi nabo nabo bale senda kwe chabo bale senda ko all those frustrated political failures. All those frustrated political failures. Avena Musukwa, Avena Chandakabwe, Avena Nanikane, all those political failures. Ebo wale senda wa make bizuru. Kaina vena is a failure. Failures. If you have seen, you know, Mundi is an MP. He has managed to get the MPs. Make bizuru is a political failure. He has gotten his failures. But given Luinda, he's just there, making a packet. Trying to see who is going to recognize him. Trying to see who is going to recognize him. But PF, yari tobeka. And I'm telling you tonight, muma politics, if PF, you are wasting your time. Move on, just move on. Because after my elections, nishiapo anokupua. If one day after my elections, bachavinga tapali opo bakava. And then after my elections, we will have a new government, the same UPND, renewing its mandate. Who is going to be interested? Who is going to be interested in PF? Who is going to be interested? Mundi we will come as the second, you know, the second whatever. And they will be strengthened. Nantwani kane na political party yawo kanga ni FDD, they will be strengthened. Who will be interested in PF? Who will be interested in PF? I don't even understand why Mundi Benawo keep saying, no, I'm still PF. Anyway, he can say that because of those litigations. Because like what I will tell you is this. Whenever you sit, if somebody for their PF, you cannot rule out people like Abena Munduvile. You can't. You can't rule them out. People like Abena Munduvile, you can't rule them out. Opo mukeka fe pay somebody amfwa ili ya PF. Because bana wa munganda, whether you like it, whether mwadila kando, whatever, they are part of PF. Nobody has got powers to expel anyone. Given Winda has got no power to expel anyone. Mukandila wa Celestino. Umwana wa politics. Ewa wanomba niwa secretary general bali busy. Imwa nani kade wa mukandila imwe, can you adjudicate pali imila ndusha PF? Do you have power to expel senior members like Given Lubin, like Kampiongo? Imwe wa Celestino imwe lero mwe wa isale ru PF mwamone kila PF lero ni mwe ngesa tamfyala nkane Kampiongo. If Yadama Seka Simuchita at council katushi central committee. Which central committee? There is no legitimate body at the moment. There is no legitimate body in PF. There is no legitimate body that can deal with disciplinary issues. It's not there. It's not there. So all those that you say, no, they have been expelled. Tapawa kwa tamaka to expel anyone. So if you have to sit and cover to know is somebody amfwa to send them shingo, you cannot rule out these people that you say they have been fired. Because if you say that, they will take you to court. They will take you to court. Epo mukeka lafat mwaka nefya maspose ya MPF. If you are shalamonga, but if you share nga mwawasha, they will take you to court. That is another prolonged litigation. So that if you wombe, it's a mess. PF is rotten. It's rotten. So, tetiwe pa ballot. Ina mipere musunge, muchitere code, ifina mieva lelo, muchitere code, and come and play this after my elections. Come and play this. And then, of course, talking about if I have to bring in UPND and the PF, UPND and that kind of HLM, they are the ruling party. And of course, they are happy when the opposition is messing itself. They are happy. They are happy. And you think they will help you? You think UPND will help you? Eh? You think UPND will help you? UPND will never help you. UPND, they are enjoying what is going on. They will watch from the terraces and they will laugh. You see, if you see, look at the pictures. What happens? You look at all the pictures. He always laughs. He always laughs because it's a joke, and the joke is within themselves. They created this, and you shouldn't even be saying Amakot tea nikatile Milandwisha PF. Ni momweka mwakitampe Milandwisha, and the Milandwish ni momweka shenu. And don't think the courts will help you. Courts cannot help you. Ndamieva ama politics te makoti ya. Ama politics kuchitakunse. Do outside, not mukati. Not kukona nkane kukoti. You want judges to help you. Awe. Judges are not there to help you. Eh? And they will not be in a hurry. Hey, bio, pantiniwa PF, babe Ballot kuisa. Registrar of Societies. You think Registrar of Societies will mind? No ways. They won't mind. And if Registrar of Societies does not recognize PF, how can ECZ recognize them? Because Registrar of Societies recognizes you. That is when ECZ will entertain you. If Registrar of Societies does not entertain you, ECZ will not look at you. Will not look at you. So it's a non-starter. PF Laveniko. Move on, move on. I've heard that you are given Luvinda is forming at Alliance at 20 per month. That is the way to go. Form just that 20 per month, because tonse. Clearly, Avena Mundi, they have been legitimized. They have been legitimized with the coming in of Chifumu Banda, because Chifumu Banda now is the president of FDD. And Chifumu Banda is with Tonse. And these others, whatever. So Tonse, kuli ntuanikane, kuli brand mundu vile. Ile moneka formidable. Kuli brand mundu vile, clearly. Now, no matter what you say, Tonse, kuli brand mundu vile moneka formidable. So, Tonse na ya kuli brand mundu vile. Mweba ashara, mweba leo mweba lipachonto. Mweba leo nto muliro. Wanku ni pachiriro. Avena given Luvinda. With him, Malukula, as the chief mourner. Decide. Make up your mind. Chanda okuta kulitetimu iwonfena nikane. Iria NCP na iya. NCP na iya. Kulewa chitire indosu bana nikane ba makebi zulu. Ukowa chibake mini. Na chipwa. Ule chipita chanda na chipwa. Pita chanda na chipwa. Nifila fene na iya. Na iya. Laveniko. 2026 nabo ba NCP, it is not a party. Ukwa tiyoba makebi bake imirira. Takudi. So tampeni kufua ya party imbi. Dimi mulande kona ine kutina miafu wako. Otherwise, itakuli. Ene ba makebi be nabo. First now wakata problem iya political party. Then ukuiminina makebi zulu na wakata ma problems. But anyway, that is a story for another day. For tonight, I think if in naranda vya fula PF tailipo pa Ballot. Mwewa shele salenya mano mwewa shele salenya mano kajoina ni mundu vile nga mrefu waya kajoine ni join UPND join UPND muyumfu wabunangani ati yo we pa UPND nke kala pesa whatever ma politics kuyole ulese la fie nanga tikana you have seen abantu ngana bekala pa bench na bekala bare monika kwati na bekala na wakwana pa bench kuya wa yaingira po first wa ingisha po first one bam wa inkira wa ikala ko idia so umongasera wa ingisha wa ikala panono wala sanga to be comfortable if you have politics kula ole ingisha be panono mpaka waingira. That is how you do it. So don't go back to how ku UPND problem wewa mo mfwaye fintu fiachisika wangu mfwaye. That's a problem. Muma politics, you need to be patient. Muma politics. Don't think, because some of you think that when you join politics, then things should just change all of a sudden. You need to be patient. What pays in politics? It's patience. So you need to be patient when you get into politics. Take your time. Politics is a long-time investment. If I could tell you that way. Politics is a long-time investment. Ufilenga waingiramo. It can even take 10 years. Some of us, we are big brains. Ururende twatampa terwako atiruka kwa mairo. Ururende twatampa terwako kwa mairo. Ururende twatampa lwa miaka. Every day we are working towards that. Inena alipela muntu andi 10 to 15 years. 10 to 15 years. But only a person who has got a foresight is able to plan in the next 5 years, is able to plan 10 years, is able to plan 15 years. But most of you want Apo pain. That's why I am happy with you. Binwell, but the step that Binwell has taken is very good. It doesn't matter whether Mundi will win elections next year or whatever, but at least he is in a path of politics. Not what Bino has done is very good. At least adimu game, adimu team. You must belong in a team. In politics, you have to belong you have to belong to a team. You have to be part of a team in politics. Not that to the feweka ijabale chawana nkani. Ba sangwa. Ijabale chawa sangwa. Ilata pani ilya. Ilata pani another orphan. Va Dorika. Badi babidi so at yo not kwatema members 1 million. Imwe mwaliishwa 1 million in my politics. Just to have 50 bona fide members. It's not an easy thing. So idabale cha ya kantankras idabale cha banankani. Ba Johnson. Poor starting. Ama politics ya shupira. Ama politics, it's another field. You can be successful somewhere else, but in politics, you can be successful as a lawyer. You can be successful as a doctor. You can be successful as a businessman. Politics, it's another story. You can even be successful as an artist. I'm an artist now, but my politics. And some of these people, I can even see them. Makamaka wawe na wawa nkani wawa ichawa abale isa abale fumamuna nkani ama artist abale isa Vamona business yamu mushani muri mukemba na muri finish vamona tiya shupa vanafua venyire muma politics, and to them it is just all of a sudden I'll be a member of parliament. Mark my words, you young people, you new entrants who are thinking that mpurukutu because nalimbenyi mbwesha enderera because I'm a comedian. Patari, you mark my words. Mukawera nama bombasa. Mukawera nama bombasa na yapona. Mukawera nama bombasa na yapona. Ndemi mama politics yali ba cantankerous. A good example, take over therefore ndera ndapati wa mdala wandiba sumumba. But you know, me, I've seen these things, and excuse me, I have to give you that example. Here man never sumumba. I'm sorry. But never sumumba. He was a very popular man in the 80s. Very popular man. Zambia shall be saved. Imwe. Whenever Smumba was popular imwe, there is no tele-evangelist in Zambia who has reached the level yaba never Smumba. Epo bafikire. Tualevu tuke ichungulo ile program katika lisa pa 18 hours. Pa 18 hours or after news. I can't remember exactly. But we were rushing. By that time, for muta toko itanama TV. But tualea mukula tamba pama window. Tule tamba ba never Smumba. Nga walela ndawa mdala. Ba never Smumba imwe. Bali to inspire. Ichalo chonse. Ba never Smumba. I mean, with due respect, let me say, take over to them, Miseka. I never Smumba. No. He formed a political party. And he really thought he would make it. What happened? Where did he go? Ama politics, China machimbi. Vengi. Banani. Bambi. You know, our Tolokedama politics. Baka Vindere. These are people who are there. And I'm sure even when I'm saying, I'm not insulting them, I'm not disrespecting them. But we learn from their history. But never Smumba, he was only lucky later on at least to be appointed as vice president. His political apex reached when he was appointed by Mwanawasa. But he was just appointed. The moment he was removed, it was not himself. He didn't win the elections. He was only appointed. And when he was dropped, And up to today, whenever Smumba, we are still together. I'm now, with due respect, I'm even a bigger politician. In terms of politics, I'm bigger. Yes, whenever Smumba is a diplomat, is what, but politically, I'm even bigger. But where he started, he was the most popular guy when he started politics. Bakavindere abandarama bakavindere bali bandarama bakavindere imwende mieva bakavindere pali amafu bali kweta amafu bakavindere. He was one of the richest men we had. Ngo alumbula bakavindere waumva kwati now kwata 1 pin mutumbo kulumula version la bakavindere. You feel like now kwata 1 pin batampa turukutu na kaunda kirikiti kuisa. He only because of the money that he had, because of the muscle that he had, he only ended up being vice president as an appointed vice president, not elected. Yarikava. Ama politics. Kwaliba BY. Kwaliba nani kaliba nani atinani ulia. Din Mungomba. All these. So mwilambula kwa tindika puba. Nalifitamba sana, nalitamba gemwi. Telero natampo kutamba ma politics. Kale natampo kutamba ma politics. I have seen people how people have, progressed in politics and how people have fallen in politics, I have seen. So when I'm talking about imwewaka pususu mwewaleisa, because now kwataka popularity, aka mufilimba ka popularity, aka munanikane, aka masewelo, you think you can do it. I like this guy, Spallo. Spallo didn't start today. Spallo didn't start today. If you are seeing Spallo doing well in Munali, such that he has even made Uyu minister to run away. He has got a reason to run away. But if you check this guy at Ntwankane, Spallo didn't start our politics there. Spallo didn't just leave Casteji, Casewelo, Shani, you were big on and whatever. He didn't leave it. He didn't leave it yesterday. He started our politics, Kale. Spallo was part of Arabi. He was one of Arabi's boys. Spallo has been in politics. You check, you ask him. He has been part of this. No, by mama from nowhere. Mama past stage. Next, at no, I'm honorable. You will see. Mark my words, you will see. I'm a politics. China machimbi. Kutuwa isanendara manimi pera example bakavinderi, nimi pera example. People who were powerful from the religious point of view, but never smumba. I'm a politics. Katuishi from a politics. Yari wako fe tricky. That's why even when I'm talking about Ntwankane, brand Mundi, I'm a politics. Yari wako fe tricky Ntwani. You can't just come up prukutu within few months and you're president. Awe. Ngata ukwete long term plan. Ngata ukwete patience ma politics. You'll be frustrated. You will not go anywhere. You must be patient. You must be consistent. You must be resilient. Teka nyeni. Makebi Zulu. You are Makebi Zulu. You're not a politician. You were just put there as Malambo MP. You were just put there. You were just given a position as an MP. And when you were supposed to deliver on your own, you failed. You failed in spite of being given as a member of parliament. Because you were just given. Nankane, Ntwankane, Makebi Zulu won that Malambo seat because of the support of Arabi. It is Arabi that gave Makebi Zulu that position. And then Edgar Lungu, recognizing Arabi, that is how he was given the position as minister. That is how he was given as minister. But in 2021, he was supposed to deliver Umuineka. What happened? He failed. Because he's not a politician. Lerwa tiyo never come president. Chiwan shikukolele. Kuituntumba kumwana kwa chi. Udi muntu sana. Tapari ofo mudi. Tapari. And anyway, Binwell, I hope Binwell you can go because I hope Binwell you'll be able to contest as member of parliament. Olona ikosa baji. That is the best thing. Apa Binwell, you need to contest a member of parliament. Ufilewa kosa to contest there. Because if you can win that, at least you give people confidence that you know what you are doing and you have got the support. Because now that you have gone to Mundi, and if you don't contest, nishika political efficacy kambo kuchepa, nishumu chere wambo kufumamu. So since you are a member of parliament, whatever kumina pati bukateka, kavye kemini numbers member of parliament. Maintain, if you can win the seat again, nishi yapuma. Otherwise apapena panga yakupita. Nishi you are 10 years backwards. You have gone back 10 years. Anyway, let me open phone lines. Naranda sana. But ili ajili nipolia kwa PF tagawe pama Ballot poseni kwa manula ndeni ko fimbi. Ichiteni ko fimbi bani. Ichiteni ko fimbi. That you want to contest. If you want to contest, then ikashupa. If you want to contest, if you want to contest, ikashupa. The time ake minina, agesa mkwe minina, ngakuri chimuntu icha kosakwati newo chikamudia. Because if Bino doesn't contest, you should pray that at any point he should not be against me, or I should not be against him, because kumuria. That's why ngatakweta maka not kuiminina. Ngatakweta maka not kuiminina. Some of don't talk about your political party. Why are you not contesting? You think even even when I stood as mayor, even when I stood as whatever, the objective was not to win. The objective was, to learn the process, just for you to be on the ballot. Just for you to be on the ballot, by Chairman. Just for you to be on the ballot. This school, just for you to be on the ballot. When you enter into the political system and you say, I want to contest, you will realize that you need to learn. The first time I wanted to contest, Barisa Nyunya, technically, kuri kaiza zu. Barisa Nyunya, epara mwana ninzanda. I was just taking something for myself. I knew Banyunya. So what do? Mpage kofi akadishina. Kuisa pena. Ama camera zopoye. Because as a politician, ama camera, you must make sure that you make an impact. You must turn the cameras to you. Hey, Daddy, you like to draw attention. Ama politics is a business of drawing attention. Fula. You need to draw ama camera to you. Ama politics. Uma politics ama cameras. And they are not focusing on you. Why should you are not playing politics? Ama cameras ngawapita, ngapali ama cameras, ngapali ba journalist, pali ama cameras, pali mic, pali ama microphone. You must make sure that ama cameras ya pilibuka, ya isa paliwe. Ama microphone ya isa paliwe. Ewu politician. Never let ama cameras ya ba journalist ya kupita. Ufile watch every vyonse nga kufenta wafenta. Wafenta kofe abufikit. At least you be in the news. During Shan, Chilfatari fainted. And he was taken to the hospital. Ni news. Now panga. And the people will start discussing. Hari fainted. Ninsara. That's why kanan katika Cosmo. Cosmo kari pena nikirikiti, but nika politician, and that's why sata akatemenwe kari nika politician kala kamuntu kala kari nika politician takuli ama phone. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, good evening.
Good evening.
Wina febana.
Atayari ipi tulokueje mumbre ku 5%. Tulokueje ipi kulewa ya paka tena batende pamoja kutumumpe kwa 5%. Twaro kusema kugambia kono.
Ile ndeza pota akainde ishirema. Endeza potaka indeshema.
Kuna wale kwa political party kwa wale ni watende pamoja huko.
Watende pamoja.
Okay, but The point is, if I remember what you said from inception when Mao Sampa misbehaved, you advised my PF, you came online and advised my PF to say, don't take these cases from a court. Courts do not resolve political issues. From the beginning.
Yes.
But this is reality that which are coming now out. What my PF that you said you must understand is UPND is an interested party into PF. It's like this. Then let me give an example for Kashbani. I talk about Imamar what interest in Kashbandi. What a problem in Kashbandi Munganda. Would it be wise of me to move for granted?
Imagine. Hey, Nangu, can I come and help you? Can I come and help you?
Can come and help me? Do you think you can help us be able to resolve the issue? Through
and for them to come and be Ballot. UPND to help them and for them to come and be on the ballot.
People must read me, people must understand how history is. Even in 1996, same thing happened when UNIP boycotted after because of parentage. You remember? UNIP boycotted and said, no, we are not going to contest these elections. Chiruba conducted those elections and won those elections with his powers in his place and became a president. First off, these people, whether I like it or not, if they are going to say what, even if UPND was to contest against Muriokera, they will contest against Muriokera and win these elections. They go out there with a small or they are better than they have won the election.
That's it.
If you are not careful. That's how the elections are.
Tapali na chimbi hapa. Thank you. Tapali na chimbi hapa. There is nothing at yo. What? Tapali ilia shapa. PF tayakabepu pabali tumuwe po. And ama problems. Mueve nefye because these problems started within yourselves. You shot yourselves in the foot by PF. You messed yourselves up. Hello?
Hello?
Precious. At Mr. Tayari blocked me. You are Precious. How can you be writing me a text message at Mr. Tayari block me? You, if you want, you block me. How can you write a text message to me? Hey, block me. Eh? Anyway,
hey. Now, let me contribute.
Talk.
So, Matari, you are busy saying PF is not going to be on the ballot. So now, I want to make it clear to you the reason why PF is not going to be in the ballot. So, by UPND, they planned everything. And I, Precious Inonge Mbiaita, I'm the one who knows the truth about this government. This is why I told them the truth on 22 April 2022. And what I said, everything which was in those letters is what is happening now. From there, you are even telling the nation that I was given the vehicle, government vehicle and the office. So, Mr. Tayari, even when you are talking like that, you can see that my president is the one behind everything. Because the letter that I witnessed, which was saying that my president he want to destabilize the leadership of PF government, they refused that it was false documents. So if they were false documents, how come everything which was happening right now is what was written in that letter? And you think like Ibarungu died without knowing that this government, they are trying to destroy democracy? So those fake opposition they have, we don't care about them. Me, I support Magive Rwinda, I support Makendi Zulu, I support Mao Sampa. But Mao Sampa was very smart. Okay, he was very, very smart, and I salute him. Because now we have known the truth about the people who want to bring confusion in our country. It is Mahaka and Ichilema. using your Chavinga. So even in that judgment, it was just to fool the nation so that they can think like, yes, they've given the judgment so that they can appeal. So all this is just to bring, they just want to bring confusion. But now I want to assure you, Barungu is not going to rest in peace and is going to bring back our PF. So if he else wishes, Bakande Chema is going to be defeated with good evidence. Mark my words. Because me myself, I finished my sentence. They said, no, they were fake documents. They were fake documents. Gassing. No, it was not us who was gassing. Up to now, they are failing to arrest the gassers. So now you can be telling the people to say, no, PF is dead. It's not dead. Barungu is not going to touch the dust until the PF is back in the right hands. And who is the person who is supposed to be the leader of Patriotic Front? It is Barungu. Even in his death, is going back to him.
Precious, finishing.
Bye-bye.
Okay, thank you, Precious. For me, just...
you want to say something?
No. It's okay, you can hang up. I just want to clarify something. On that vehicle, okay. I've said the Chavinga drives a vehicle GRZ. He drives a vehicle not that he was given by UPND or Hakainde Ichirima. He drives.
But who are the government?
No.
UPND. So how can he drive the government vehicle if he's not a UPND product?
Precious na I wanted to clarify for the benefit of everybody. The vehicle that that Chavinga drives, which is GRZ, he was not given by UPND or Hakainde Ichirima. It is because he was appointed leader of opposition. When you are appointed leader of opposition, you are entitled to a GRZ vehicle and you are given an office. So the one who gave Chavinga that vehicle, it is Mao Sampa, by the fact that he appointed him leader of opposition. So that vehicle and the office come with the appointment as leader of opposition. So don't make a mistake to say no, he was no. It is because of the position. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes. Good evening.
Good evening. Am I speaking to Mr. Tayali?
Yes, you are.
Hi, good evening, Mr. Tayali Chief.
Good evening. Please go ahead.
Yes, I'm always calling you from outside, but I come from Northwestern Province. My name's Tumela Kangenya. How are you?
Yes, sir. Please, let's go. We are discussing politics. Go on.
I've got 2 points.
Yes.
I've got 2 points to highlight. Thank you very much for your human insight for the Zambian politics, and politics is what governs people's lives. You shift, and we like shifting. Even in the books of Hebrews, Paul is warning the Jews that we should shift for the betterment of people. So you shift. I admire your shifting. I would not want to mention a lot of things, but I want to just go specifically to key items. One, when are you talking about Kambwili accusing Mundi of mismanagement when they were in power? Because that one went viral. We cannot have a 18 years, 20 years child coming from the room or from the house and he tells you, my father kills or my father does that, and then the neighbors go silent. No. So I want you to develop onto that one. I'm sorry that I'm alluding to that, but I'm sure that this should be developed. We don't want criminals to come onto platform to be leaders of the country. So Kambwili is a responsible man. Munduvile is a responsible man. So the pronunciations from Kambwili should be taken with a lot of care at national level. Kambwili knows a lot about what happened in PF. He was a minister, cabinet minister. So it's a warning. Maybe you also bring it up as a subject that such a subject should be taken to seriousness.
Thank you.
Then the second one is I admire our Zambian politics very much. I remember the time I was working in Angola, and that's when Dos Santos died. With, Dos Santos, former President Dos Santos, with all the apparatus, the children, billionaire, the Isabel, whatever it is. But how the government of Angola, of João Lourenço, went to pick up the body from Barcelona and bring it back, it was a state power. Why is UPND failing? Why can't they just contact Angola and tell them how to discipline the indisciplined kids? Because when Isabel dos Santos went to Barcelona mortuary and they told him the state has come to pick the body, they are gone. And those children, the men there, they have never come to that country again. I speak because I lived there, I worked from there. So I think UPND is also misfiring on that one. No wonder people like Makebi and the others, they are using the Chitumbi, as you call it yourself, because there's that room. I think HH is not reacting. Please, getting the body even tomorrow using the state tools is quick, and bring it back. Thank you very much, I submit.
Thank you. This caller has brought out very important points, 2 points, and allow me to respond to them adequately. And I'm trying to be objective, trying to be just a public lawyer, okay? Don't get me, I am trying to be just objective. I'll start with the issue of why can't the UPND, use the state apparatus, the state machinery, and bring the body into Zambia. This is where, frankly speaking, I have come to respect Hakainde Hichilema. This is where I've come to respect Hakainde Hichilema. This is where some of you people that thought that Hakainde Hichilema is such a bad man, is a callous man. This is one of the reasons why you see me today talking for Hakainde Hichilema, campaigning for Hakainde Hichilema. This is why, because Hakainde Hichilema really, he has exuded the compassion that I never thought he has. He has shown that actually he's a man of order and not disorder. He's a man of order, not disorder. Frankly speaking, governments have got capacity to do a lot of things. Even this issue, it is not that the government of Hakainde Hichilema is helpless, no. Some of you have been speaking, speaking with pride, speaking like you are powerful. Hakainde Hichilema, Rifrokumone Chitumbi, Hakainde Hichilema, Techachimone, whatever. Really like a government is helpless. Like you are powerful. Let me tell you, in this instance, especially in a country like South Africa, in a country like South Africa, why do you think I'm here? When I left Zambia, that's why I couldn't stay in Africa. I stayed in South Africa. I stayed in South Africa for some time. South Africa gave me asylum. South Africa gave me asylum. But I couldn't stay in South Africa. Because really, if the government really wants to sort you out, South Africa is the easiest country. South Africa is the easiest country with the crime rate that is in South Africa. Do you see what happens in South Africa? In motoka, those vehicles that carry money. Do you see how they conduct a haste? Do you see? Traffic show. Yeah, van to follow. They stop a vehicle. They bomb a vehicle. Broad daylight. Now already. But they are conducting a haste in public broad daylight with a lot of people. It is a war. But tell me, how much money do those vehicles carry? How much money? How much money do those vehicles carry? So, if you are talking about a government being crafty, because that money, it's not so much money. It's not so much money. It's not even in millions of rands. No. They might be doing all that just to get 500,000 rands. Just to get 500,000 rands. Now, if you have got people who have got capacity to stop a vehicle like that, tell me, are you telling me if a government once can fail to organize people like that to go and blast are you telling me? Yeah? Are you telling me a government can fail to find people like that to go and blast in a mortuary in a fitumbi fiamu fiance fiasarangan? Babula ne chitumbi chako alungu mailo mwachisanga chilina Muzambia. Eh? Are you telling me? I mean, that is the worst kind of scenario. Another scenario is just to talk to the government of South Africa. They can come up with an issue. And no, hey, the police went there. Hey, they wanted to access the body and they refused. Hey, they can't, whatever. Imwe, South Africa. Have you heard the corruption that is in South Africa? Eh? Have you heard the corruption that is in South Africa? Have you heard some of the scandals that happen in South Africa involving government officials? Government officials. A government can simply say, this thing is bringing problems, whatever here, whatever. They can come up with whatever in nonsense. And they'll say, no. You find your body in Zambia. Go. They can do that. Government is not limited. Even some of you who think that you are so safe because you are far wherever you are. If really government wants to invest money in tracking you, at Blaze Zambia, you are just a nobody. That's why you are let go. That's why America, in the diaspora. It is just that government has not invested. But if government invests in sorting you out, they can sort you out. They can find you wherever you are. They can find you. They can find you. How much money? Eh? You are wherever you are, wherever you are in the globe of this, on this earth. How much money does it require for somebody to come and stay in a hotel and watch you come out of your house, go to the market, go to the school of your children? How much does it take? How much? Because they can just invest one month, put two guys, come here and go into this country. There is this guy who talks too much. Go in that country. And they go, they come. We are officials from whatever. We need this guy and whatever. We want to find out. They will be given access to anything. They will be given access to your phone. They will be given access to your whatever. And they will stay there 1 month. And before you know it, they can execute whatever plan that they have on you. And don't think that our government is so poor. Don't think that Hakainde Hichilema is so naive. It is because Hakainde Hichilema is a good guy. Some of us, we are here, we are talking, we are able to whatever to operate because Hakainde Hichilema is good. Because if Hakainde Hichilema is not good, he was going to invest in tracking some of you and make sure they nail you. Make sure they nail you. But Hakainde Hichilema has focused on the economy. He has focused on resolving issues. But I can assure you that if Hakainde Hichilema wants to invest in that, like other countries have done, you have heard how many people have been sorted out in different countries. You have heard a number of countries where they have gone, they have invested and sorted out whoever they wanted to sort out. They have done that. So our government is not limited. Our government is not really so powerless. No, that is a government. That is a government. Zambia is a government. I'm telling you, if they want to do it, they can do it. There were times, there were governments when people were being sorted out. We saw these things, how people were being sorted out. We saw these things, how people were being sorted out. Hakainde Hichilema is not sorting out his opponents. He's not. Because some of us wouldn't be here. Some of us wouldn't be here. At least Hakainde Hichilema, he has got a heart. So basically, part of your issue, no, why didn't? Hakainde Hichilema is a man of order. Hakainde Hichilema, at least he tries. It's not that he's perfect, but at least he tries. So that is why Bamakebi Zulu can afford to mess up our country, mess up our country big time. Big time. And yet, he can come in Zambia and he can walk around. If Hakainde Hichilema was lethal, Makebi Zulu wouldn't have slept in his house the first day that he came in Zambia. He wouldn't have slept in his house the first day. Makebi Zulu wouldn't have lived up to today and continue talking nonsense in Zambia. He wouldn't. He wouldn't even. Let's imagine if Makebi Zulu himself was the president. If Makebi Zulu was his president, he would have sent his killer brothers to sort out whoever it is. If Makebi Zulu himself was a president, he would have just told his brother and sort out that one. But Hakainde Hichilema is different. And mweva savaida, mule tasha, lesa. Ukwewa natu kwa teka, at least, everything is not perfect, but at least, lesa pepa wachine. Because in Demieve Chishinka, some of you who come up with this falsehood, some of you come up with this terrible disinformation, you would have been sorted out. You would have been sorted out big time. But mule tasha. So, in a issue that Chitumbi, Hakainde Hichilema would have. Remember, the South African government is not happy. The South African government is not happy. They would have used the means to bring Chitumbi in Zambia. Chitumbi by now would have been buried in Zambia. It's not that they are helpless. No. They are not helpless. They are not helpless. Kula government to government ngabambo kulanda pala wapo Africa no. This person no. Or this issue no. So don't think that Hakainde Hichilema na walala Mutima. I think the man has got a good heart, and this is why I am supporting him today. Now, talking about the issue of Mundubile. I usually avoid talking about Mundubile, especially like I'm campaigning for him. Because you people, you easily choose to misunderstand people. Tomorrow you tell me, no, tayari aledia double, and yet, ishiredi yako na kuli Mundubile. Ishiredi yako na kuli Mundubile. Muka mwipush. Ishiredi yako kuli Mundubile. Ishiredi yako kuli Mundubile. Mfilo kuladi yako kuli Mundubile. I'm part of the Achan, the founders of Mundubile. So I'm supposed to be getting royalties from Mundubile. I'm supposed to be getting royalties. But I don't get those royalties. I don't get them. And some people now want even to jump and whatever. But look, inengala alikuli Mundubile panga ngadia alikoseliashi. Ngadia alikoseliashi nganda supporta Mundubile. Ngadia alikoseliashi. The point I'm trying to tell you is that Mwila Chitamisi understand deliberately. Ngande supporta Mundubile. Inensha kwata I'm not a turncoat. I'm not a turncoat. I don't have two faces. If I'm supporting you, I'm supporting you. Nganshile kusupporta nchishile kusupporta. If one abafi, and chakwata pavidi at you, tefo mbomba. So ngana supporta Mundubile. I would have just been here out campaigning for Mundubile. And neither shingana kosa. So I am responding to this issue just to set the record straight. Just to set the record straight, in fairness, because I've been asked, Vakambwidi came up with these allegations against Brian Mundi. Now, Vakambwidi, a problem vakwata. Vakambwidi, I don't speak negative of Vakambwidi, but Vakambwidi, a problem vakwata. Vakambwidi, he can be so dramatic. When he's against you, he likes to come up with of course, my politics, I'm a politics. You know, you need to say these big things. You need to say things that will grace the headlines. He likes that. Even when he doesn't mean it, even when he doesn't have the information. Who that hasn't Vakambwidi accused of having had stolen, having had gotten money, whatever, Vakambwidi is like that. He's like that. That's why at one point, if you remember, I took him on. I took him on. If there is one man that wrestled Vakambwidi to a point that Vafenda, it's me. Amdala kuma fente sa amdala. Bosi. Ilanji suma wino muntu andika na kukonka. Nshangala wino. That's why I took him on at one point. I took him on because of this. He was busy accusing this one, accusing this one. So, you know, with my intelligence, I took him on. Walanda ndasana. Nga yuwaka. Bamdala kali. Bali shana nako. Kufenta. Kirikiti. Mpaka convicted. Why she was pususha near Tigarungu by pardoning him. What I'm trying to say is that, you know, Vakambwidi for Baba, Bani Watama issues yavo, but he likes you. Whatever. Anyway, talking about Mundi, even when I was coming out to talk about Brian, I knew, if I were politics, I knew that if you start vying for presidency and you are posing a threat, to find, they don't fail to find cases against you. They will find cases. But at least the only thing that you can do is that whatever cases that they are bringing, they are not true. I had to walk through that issue. I had to walk through that issue. And that issue, I can tell you, Mundi did not get a cent from the money that Vakambwidi speaks about. I know the whole story. And I don't know if I should put it down there, if I should bring it out, if I should tell it. But he didn't. Anyway, briefly, what I can tell you, briefly, because quite corruption somewhere, but number if one day it's not it's like Narachta implicate Bambi. That's why I'm thinking twice whether I should, narrate the whole story. Because I would drag in other people. But basically, without mentioning names, what happened was that Brian Mundi's company was awarded to do a road. And when they were awarded to do that road, they were not given money. No money was paid to that company at that point. But later on, some politics within the PF came up. One minister came and got that job. One minister came and got that job and gave it to another company. And that company is the one that did the job, and that is the company that was paid. But, they didn't even do the job. Anyway, in short, Brian Mundi who got the contract but they didn't do the job and they were not paid. They were not paid. It is very, very clear. You would actually go and check. I checked it myself. I made sure that when I was coming out to support Munduvire didn't have cases. I made sure. I went to Munduvire. I spoke to different people about Munduvire because I didn't want a situation whereby I'm campaigning for Brian Munduvire. Hey, Brian. And then my advisor later my cases. I can assure you from the bottom of my heart, at least from what I know, you will not find a case against Munduvire. You will not. Even by UPND, ngabali mufianta. Munduvire alikwatama problems yakwe, but not chuko. This is why I was saying this man is fit to be president. Because I checked and really, you won't find. You won't. Ngabali muitako feno kumuitako vya chanchani. Ngabali muita. I saw that headline. Why are they not arresting Munduvire? Where? I can assure you, even if they were to arrest Munduvire, I can assure you, he would not be convicted. There is a minister, aparina mchifungo, eva lilo lupia, uwino kuitemoko, babule your business, batwala kumbi, baifonesha nempia, bali empia, emu vale ivida. They were giving themselves contracts and paying themselves, but they were not doing the job. Munduvire was not paid for that money. Never. Bakambidikabe pushen nishinga bapele. And Munduvire is not in government. Munduvire is not in government. Let Bakambidi engage those in government. Let Bakambidi engage those in government. Bafumi ama payment amari ama ntwanikane niku kuna nikane ku road development agency. Let them go there and bring ama evidence to say people were paid Munduvire. Let them bring that evidence. Let them bring that evidence. If they bring that evidence to say yes, Munduvire was paid, whatever, I'm telling you, I will stop politics. I will stop politics. But I'm saying this not as a way of supporting Munduvire. No, it is just, you need to stand for justice. Umuntunga wakaere. Even if you are not supporting him politically, you shouldn't be excited or you shouldn't be creating stories on a person just because, you don't agree with him in politics. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that. And I've never done it. I will never done it. Me, I have never implicated somebody because I am not supporting them politically. Never. I have never implicated anyone because I am not supporting them politically. Never. My conscience doesn't operate like that. My conscience doesn't operate like that. So Munduvire, I'm not supporting him today. I'm supporting Hakainde Hichilema. But I would not stand by when I'm asked a question like that, and then, because I'm not supporting him, then I hold on to the truth. No, it's not fair. It's not fair. Then I'm being unjust to Munduvire. Then I'm also being unjust even to you people, because you're going to believe that Munduvire never got paid for that road that they talk about. That is why he has not been. Ngabali muita. And I'm challenging anyone. I'm challenging him. Bakaleta apa. This is what he was paid. Bakaleta. He was not paid. And I talk about it because I went through it. I checked. And the people that were paid, lucky enough, this minister is even in prison. Lucky enough, this minister is even in prison. But I don't want to mention his name. I don't want to drag him and whatever. The man is already down. The man is already in prison. It's not, I don't think it's proper. So basically that is the response on Munduvire. And I say this from my perspective as to what I know. Not campaigning for Brian Munduvire. On the support. And Hakainde Hichilema. Mairo Mwikandika. I've just answered in the interest of the public that what Bakambwili was saying is not true. And a problem Bakambwili bakwata. That's why now at one point, because so you know when you are busy, always shan. Na kukuletera pokam. Inoko na waletere kadi waletere mpaka. Anyway, twisale. But those two questions were very good. Thank you very much for bringing up those issues. You reckon? What do you mean you reckon? Watching you from Kasama, vote brand Mundi. Well, I mean those are your campaigns, but let me tell you, Hakainde Hichilema is winning. I don't follow you, but you once implicated Muntu nakupapata. Nakupapata. Chamakon. Nakupapata. Nakupapata. Ndekafeine. Just joined. Frederick. The problem with Mundi, he has no manifesto. Anyway, ngaba phone chidishan. Mwale kutuba my phone. Hello sir, are you? Oh, somebody was checking. Are you still going live? Yeah, I came late. Mwale kutuba my phone. What's the time now? KB Haimbe General. Yes, greetings. Na ikosa kuna nkani. You have reminded me of Lusaka Centro. Lusaka Centro na ishupa. Haimbe na dimusapotere mu 2021. Haimbe na dimusapotere mu 2021. Haimbe is one of my projects. He's one of my projects. I contributed to Haimbe's victory. And frankly speaking, we have had our differences with Haimbe, but I would still vouch for him in this election. I'll still vouch for him. And I think he's going to go through. I think he's going to go through. Lusaka Centro, te compound. Yes, mwari wama compound and whatever, but Lusaka Centro, abantu bamu Lusaka Centro, bali luka. Te bamurulo yo. Hello? Hello?
Evening, this is Bob Boise calling you from Lusaka.
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Evening, how are you? I'm seeing him at Kebi is busy telling people that is very happy. Mao Sampa now is going to tell. He's already told the court that it wasn't a convention which he conducted. So now they are happy to take over. There's a good chance of them taking back the party. So what do you say about that?
So, you know, the thing is that you cannot be fooling around with the courts. You know what I mean? You can't be fooling around with the courts. You can't be fooling around with the courts. First of all, when you go to court, there is what we call an affidavit. We swear an affidavit. Okay? We swear an affidavit. And when you swear an affidavit, you say that what you have said is the truth. You know? So, if Mao Sampa wants to be clever and say, no, I lied, I mean, that is already a criminal. That is actually criminal. He can actually be convicted for it. This is why some of you have been saying, no, there is a consent. Why hasn't he signed the Mao Sampa and whatever? Mao Sampa has been reluctant to say that. Makebi Zulu can say that, but Mao Sampa has never said it. Mao Sampa has never said it. It's these others who say it. But Mao Sampa himself has never said that what I conducted was not a convention, a true convention. And why he can't say that? Because there are affidavits where he swore that no, that was a legitimate convention. And him going against that, he's inviting trouble for himself. He's inviting trouble. That is an open clause, a criminal case. Open clause. You go to court in the morning, by 10 hours he's convicted. By 10 hours he's convicted, he goes to prison. So, Makebi Zulu can say that, but Mao himself can't say it. Because the moment you do that, you'll be jailed. Hello? 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 For whatever reason, please call again. That line is not clear. So some of these things, no, Mao Sampa, hey, consent judgment. Which consent judgment? What is in the consent judgment? What is in the consent judgment? What about these other cases? How can you come at, no, we have agreed. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, good evening.
Yes, good evening, Mr. Tad.
Yes.
Hello?
Yes, good evening, I can hear you.
Yes, boss.
Yes.
Are you able to hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. Ngira ndakope yoyi nemule koma irapo ya Mao whatever na ba giving lubinda. Anamwachire mbapariana tapo kwa Louis Wachi mpwena wamutikira kumone tumbi. Brian Mundi ali sum. Nomba katishinga tawate kiramo gatawa shani garemu tati sakuno iwe kuno kwine ku PF wali mwanati wali pocket palita bagatali ababwesha ero bafan kamere vya na weka awena Mao zabo tewa kontesa vera Mao zvali sika. That's why I think there is a certificate. That's why yoko wa UPND. Ali tuwezi totale saka manapa. That's why arangero kwanja nina for president race. Ali shwati alifika. So nanguna panga kalongali wati PF sana yuko ala. Napali yako kalea kadaba pili. Garane na wakifeni widara wa Mao. Na Makebi Zulu bantu washindike chitumbi so ero bamone kikwati mbi bali shindikwa sana wale pereke foto ya fina meno Mundi na totera
Chisuma mkwai chisuma. Anyway, I think I can end it here. Basically, hello,
sir, good evening.
Good evening.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
I'm talking to Mr. Secretary.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Maybe I phoned at the wrong time. You are already off your program. Your live program.
The program is still going on and you are live on the program.
Hello?
Yes, the program is still on.
Okay. Anyway, with me, I'm calling you from Angola. Sorry?
Yes, go ahead. We can hear you.
Yes, I'm calling you from Angola. Me, I don't have a question. I would like to congratulate you because I'm one of your fans. I follow your programs, the way you analyze about politics in Zambia. Yeah, thank you so much. I follow you. You are really accurate, and I like your analysis. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate.
Thank you.
Yeah. So anyway, like I was saying, the issue here, what I'm talking about tonight, I was just telling you. Hello.
Hello. Good evening, Mr. Tayali.
Good evening.
Yeah. So, I just wanted to a clarification from you. Yes, there was this press briefing which was being held by Mr. Given Luwinda and the team. So from the members of their alliance called the Pamosi Alliance, PF Pamosi Alliance, there's a man called Mr. Francis Shafwepa, who said that is representing Economic and Equity Party, which is the name of your political party, and he said he's the acting president.
Yes.
And he's part of that alliance.
Yes.
Are you able to shed more light on that one, sir?
Very good. Thank you very much for that question. I think I will respond to this, and I want it to be played over and over. The position of our party. Thank you. Let me respond to it. So, I am the president of Economic and Equity Party. I'm the substantive president of Economic and Equity Party. But at the moment, I'm not in the country. And since I left, I appointed the vice president. I appointed the vice president, Mr. Francis Shafwepa. And the secretary general was Shamitawa. Yeah. Yeah, now the second name is going. Hamanzi Shamitawa. Yes, Hamanzi Shamitawa, secretary general. Vice president Francis Shafwepa. And when I left, I have given the power to Mr. Francis Shafwepa to be the acting president, because I'm not in the country. I cannot attend the meetings in the country. I cannot chair meetings. I cannot. So somebody has to step in. And this is where Mr. Shafwepa comes in. Mr. Francis Shafwepa comes in. He is the acting president. He is the one running the party. And as I am out here, they hold meetings. They make decisions. And when they make a decision, I'm out here. There is no way I'm going to say, no, what you have decided, I don't agree with it. This is not the position that we will go. I need to respect the people that are on the ground. I need to respect, what they are doing. So, my party, as much as I am the substantive president, there is an acting president, and they are members of our party who are currently, conducting the activities of the party. And they hold meetings and make decisions. And some of these decisions, I can tell you, I've not agreed with them. But I'm not a dictator. I am not going to micromanage them when I'm out here. For example, they joined Tonse. There was a meeting that was held even before Edgar Lungu even died. Before Edgar Lungu died, they had a meeting and they decided that they are going to join the Tonse Alliance with Edgar Lungu there. When I spoke to them, some of the members that I spoke to them, including Mr. Shafwepa, and I have it even on record, because we were texting. I told them, don't join the Tonse. It's not going anywhere. But they had a meeting and they decided, they said, no, this is a decision. This is our decision. I told them, okay, you go ahead. So they made that decision. They sat and they made a decision. They joined the Tonse. Personally, I didn't agree with it. And that position, they have maintained. And now Tonse, of course, the other Tonse went to Mundubile. Tonse went to Mundubile. Then given Lubinda remained this side and whatever. Again, even at that point, I said, if I were to be in an alliance, I would rather be in an alliance with the brand Mundubile. But the meeting that they held and the decision that they made is to go with the given Lubinda. I've left them. I can't micromanage them. They are in the country. They are on the ground. They sit. They make decisions. I cannot miles away where I am and be imposing on them. Then I'm not being fair. And I risk the party going into extinction. I don't want Economic and Equity Party to go into extinction because members will say, Tayali doesn't want to listen to us. No. I don't want Mr. Shafwepa to feel that whilst he's acting president, he doesn't have the powers. No. He has to have the powers. He has to make decisions. He has to stand in public and make the party position according to what they have decided. None. So, yes, I'm the president, substantive president, but I am outside Zambia. Until when I will come back to Zambia, that's when I will resume my position. But for now, there is a man that is acting as president, and I must respect whatever decision that they hold when they hold meetings. So that is a position. The position, some of these things that they have taken, really, I don't agree with them, but I cannot impose myself on them to say, no, I don't agree with this. You go, no, I cannot do that. It is not wise. And the political party should not be run like that. When you are not there, Chimona, when you are on leave, if you work in a company, imagine you work in a company, you are the manager, and you go on leave. Ulikunganda, you are on leave. And the people, they sit in the office, they make a decision. You cannot, from home, you start telling them, no, but don't do that, don't do that. No. Ulipalivi. Stay there, do your thing. Not ulipalivi, but busy trying to find out, hey, what happened there? Hey, what happened there? Ulipalivi. You are on leave. I am on leave. I am on leave until such a time when I will get back to my office. For now, what is happening in my office, it is those who are there, who are managing it. And I can only wish them all the best. I can only wish them all the best, that what they are doing will work out. If it works out, we will all benefit. If it doesn't work out, hopefully, I'll be coming back soon. I think that is the position. I hope I've answered adequately. And by the way, like recently, they removed, I appointed Hamanzi Shamitawa. I appointed Hamanzi Shamitawa as the Secretary General. But back there, they said, no, Hamanzi Shamitawa should not continue. They removed Hamanzi Shamitawa. They have replaced Hamanzi Shamitawa with another person. I don't even know the guy that has taken over yet, because I haven't received the minutes of the person that has been appointed. So they have to manage things there. In here I'm on leave. I shouldn't be micromanaging them and whatever. No, I shouldn't. That is not the way I operate, at least for me. That is not the way I operate. When you're not there, if you have given responsibility to people, let them do whatever they have to do. If they make a decision, they are responsible for that decision, for those decisions. You can only pray that it works out. If it doesn't work out, you can only pray that you have chance to rectify whatever it is. So that is our position. That is my position on that one. So Mr. Francis Shafwepa is the acting president, and whatever they do, it is, the decision that they make on the ground. I'm not part of those decisions. Until then, for now, I leave it to them. I hope Fiamfuika. But Joseph Tembo Baleva Uli Chipuba. I mean, that is part of life. Life kufile kwa wako na vamu waba kumona tulichipuba, na vamu waba kumona kwa no, walikuwa tamano, life nishi ile balance. Anyway, I think on that note, I should end my program. PF is not going to be on the ballot. PF is not going to be on the ballot. President Hakainde Hichilema is winning the elections, whether you like it or not. Mweba leanda that Hakainde Hichilema will not win. Hakainde Hichilema aleya, mulei vepafi. Aleya kui. And if Hakainde Hichilema aleya, who is coming? Who is coming? Who is your candidate? Who is your candidate? That it's not possible. Mao Sampa should not play victim. Mao Sampa is a problem. Mao Sampa is the one that started all these problems. And don't think that the courts will help you. The court will not help you. PF is done. Done. May God bless Zambia. May God bless you. May God bless Zambia. Good night.